Hi, welcome. It's time for my special 4th of July, Independence Day message and declaration of grievances. This is part 1. I don't know how many parts there's going to be. Maybe I'll do like 10-minute segments so that I can get the information out to you, the public, the people, the U.S. citizens, our government, and our president. So I'm gonna start by saying I'm here in Washington, D.C. My name is Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki. I'm coming to you as Susan the Citizen, so Citizen Susan, although I'm also a past presidential candidate and a current presidential candidate, and I was also a candidate for Congress from West Virginia. And throughout this process, I've discovered a few things about our government, our Constitution, and even now our Declaration of Independence. So what I also noticed is we have taxation going on without representation, and this is unacceptable. We have also other problems, but since this is what today's celebration is all about, no taxation without representation, I don't know how we can go on and celebrate today when we have exactly this same problem again. We have new kings. They're called the Democrats, the Republicans, and the Zionists. And they've taken over hostilely our country, and they're forcing us to live under their rule and their rules. And this is unacceptable. They've made it difficult for other people to get in, and this is not what our country was formed on. It's exactly the problem that was present almost 250 years ago. Well, 250 years ago it was present, and then we did something about it. So now I am trying to do something about it, and it seems that I have to go this extra mile because my lawsuit is now still pending and I haven't heard anything. So I don't know when and how these things work, but it's sad when a country only represents the males in the country and not the ones who produce the males, the females. So I'm going to go into that too, but right now I want you to know that I'm in Washington, D.C., at Constitution Avenue and 18th Street, and behind me, I'm going to get up and show you, is where I wanted to be, but because we're now living in a police state, I mean, I've never seen this before, that countries block off monuments that people might want to actually visit on the day that they're there for that celebration. So just behind me is this place, like a signer's monument. The signer's monument is for the people who did the Declaration of Independence. And so their signatures are there, and it's a monument, and I wanted to use it for my video right now. But because we are in a country of overwhelmingly military industrial complex, we're not allowed. The people are not allowed. We've been forbidden by barricades to keep us out. And this is just unacceptable. You know, countries don't do this to their people. So it's shocking. The country that once represented freedom is exactly doing what they fought against 250 years ago. So shame on the Democrats, shame on the Republicans, and shame on the Zionists. We don't want your policies. So I'm now going to read the Declaration of Independence, which is what we're celebrating today. But I will change a few of the words to show you how I read it, because I'm a U.S. citizen and my voice counts too. not just the Zionists, not just the male voice, but also the female voice. So, in Congress, July 4th, 1776, a declaration by the representatives of the United States of America in General Congress and Assembly. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and the universe entitle them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind or humankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to this separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal, or that all people are created with gifts, that they are endowed by the universe with certain unalienable human rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted amongst people, elders, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such forms as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience hath shown that mankind, or humankind, are more disposed to suffer, while the evils are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and power grabs, pursuing invariably the same object, to show a design to reduce them under absolute rule, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such a government. And that's what we have right now. And to provide new guards for the future security. Such has been the patient sufferance of these people, of the people, of especially the women people, the female people. And such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former system of government. The history of the present political system, so our president and Congress, is a history of repeated injuries and violations, all having indirect object the establishment of an absolute control over the people. To prove this, let the facts be submitted to the candid world. Okay, so I am, I guess, declaring independence for women, because we are finally at a place where there just seems to be money for men and for warring and the industrial complex, but nothing for mothers and homes and families. And this is where the male leadership is not listening. They're not looking out for the safety of everybody. So I'm going to stop here and send this off, and then I'll do another video, part 2. Thank you, and see you in the next one.